ask for it. They're very conscious.
Get some sitting there.
Good morning. And also, forget that I said it. There's going to be a second intro later. I'm sorry it's happening this way. It's just that it appears that I'm not a camera morning kind of girl. I need that time to get to food and drink as quickly as possible. There's no time to converse here. And so, here, you're finding me again doing a voiceover for the intro. But please bear with me. I'm sure I'll be able to tell you good morning face to face one day. I'm going to explain to you everything about this morning later on in the video, but in the meantime, shh. Just listen.
I wouldn't even offer it. I think. What do you mean?
Seriously, isn't it the best sound? I love to sit still and watch and listen to everything moving around me, and I think Rothschild is the best street for that. This beautiful boulevard is one of the most famous streets in Tel Aviv. You must visit here at least once, if not spend here most of your trip, if you're visiting Tel Aviv sometime. Because other than the cool street, sitting areas everywhere, great architecture, and great food all around, it's also a great starting point to a lot of other fun destinations in Tel Aviv. And so I love it. We're here almost every Saturday, and for me, it never gets old. But enough me babbling. There's more of that in a second. Hi, hello, how are you doing? I'm back. It's another day. It's a Saturday here. It's 1:30 right now. I'm about to have my lunch. I think from what you have already seen, we basically went for our favorite coffee shop for some. Alec had coffee and I had some cold tea and a little cinnamon bun, or huge. It was huge. It was pretty good. And we were super hungry. Yeah, we took our time getting out of here in the morning, which is horrible. Never do that. Never take your time. It's no good. We sat there for a while, had some planning. So we're planning to go in November, December to a few places. So we had some planning of that. And then at some point around 12, just a group of people came in, made a lot of noise. So we folded up. Alec had to go to meet his friend for lunch, and I kept on wandering around on Rothschild. I think Rothschild is a great street. I think it's one of the best streets in Tel Aviv, if not the best. I don't think I've been in all of them, but it's very nice. I grabbed some lunch. So I didn't grab a lunch. I grabbed a little sandwich, avocado sandwich from Babka right here. So if you keep on going on Rothschild Street, up the street, you'll end up getting to the Bima, which is what I did. That's also where we parked. It's a great place to park, lots of space. And so there's a little bakery there, which we love. I grabbed a sandwich. I cut myself a little bit of salad. I don't know if anyone can see. I'm gonna do that lunch thing. I think I'm gonna watch a Marvel movie after. So I decided to watch all Marvel movies from the start, because let me tell you something, I did not watch 90% of them before I started this marathon. I watched Spider-Man here, and I watched the Doctor Strange the second and everything, but little by little I realized that I really need to to get it over and watch it all over again, because I don't understand what's going on. So I did start. I also have a little bit of a rating going on, so I don't rate every movie, but I rate characters, which ones I like more or less, and so there's a big competition there, let me tell you that. So that's what's going on. So right now I'm Doctor Strange the first, which I watched the second, but I did not watch the first, so I don't know what's his thing. Not very excited. I don't know why. Doctor Strange seems to me like too much of a all over the place, but I don't know. So please ignore the mess, but I'm trying to figure out what do I prefer. Do I prefer watching it on this screen, just connect my computer to this screen and watch it here, or should I watch it on the big screen and see it right here on this couch? The problem with this couch, I might fall asleep, which is no good for me. So I think it's gonna be on this one. I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna risk myself falling asleep. Well, that's Doctor Strange's problem, not mine. So, Marvel. I had not liked Doctor Strange at all the second. When I watched it a few months ago, I think, did not like it. It was no good. I don't know, I didn't understand it. It felt to me like all over the place. I didn't understand the story. I did not watch the first one, so I didn't know what's going on, and it was all about the witch, really, so I didn't understand what's the relations to Doctor Strange. But watching the first one just now was amazing. It was great. It changed my whole perception of this movie. I think it was different from the rest of the Marvels. I think it was more complex. I think it had more to it than the other ones. I felt like it was smarter than the other ones. I think that Marvel movies are like very easy entertainment, which is great in my opinion, but sometimes you're like expecting something a little bit more. And with this Doctor Strange, yes, it wasn't the most complex movie I've ever watched, but it felt deeper than the other movies. I liked the connection between the spiritual and the science. I liked the idea behind it, even though I'm not very much of a spiritual person, to be honest, so far. But I liked it. I liked Doctor Strange himself. I like how he changed through the movie. I like the powers that they got. I liked the fights. I liked the idea that there was no lady in distress, which is something that every Marvel movie has before this one, or not everyone, but I didn't like it in the other movies. I felt like it was so not needed, and I get it because it was the early 2000s, so maybe it was like a thing there, and when you were a teenager and you like this kind of movies, so you like to watch the lady in distress that looks out for a man. I did not like it, and so I liked how here there was a lady, but she was fine. She was on her own. She was in the middle of everything. She helped when it's needed, and that's all. Overall, I think it's a great movie. I don't know if it's gonna be the first one in my ratings. Overall, I think Doctor Strange is great. I don't know if I should recommend it because I feel like everyone else already watched it, and why would I recommend it? But if you did not watch it, please go watch it. It's a great movie. I think it's great. If you like the fights, if you like the little hint of jokes, go for it. It's a great movie. Okay, it's around 7 right now. I'm waiting for Alec to come back from gym, and he's gonna make us some dinner. He's the cook in the house. I'm the baker. I'll wait for him, and until then I think I'm gonna read my Harry Potter first book. I've been reading it every year forever. Like, read a book, watch the movie, and it's great, but I had to stop for a while, and now I am reading it again after watching the Dumbledore movie, which was great. You gotta watch that if you didn't. So yeah, gonna read this book and see how the evening gonna go.